Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Rice Owls and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Owls head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Bulldogs kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. On the ground, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. At the 45, on his way. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving out to the right. Got a man, it's Jackson. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And this is why defensively, man, you want to keep your guy in the pocket. Like, once he starts to scramble, all the rules change, and now everybody's got to kind of adjust, and the running back just works towards the sidelines. As he starts to roll to the right, he creates a little bit of space, and they just dump it off. It's a nice job by the QB buying some time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. They just keep firing. That's caught. It's Lane. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, this is a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Give to the back. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Martin back to pass. Makes the catch. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Gives it on the option. Might have a chance. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's complete. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Plows through the defense. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Martin will throw it. Back swinging for the goal line.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
Kill. 214 close. 214 close.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just now on the same page with his target.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by this defense. 1st down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Owls have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. That's caught. It's Jackson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. Slips through the line. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Martin back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Freeman. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He got that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And they tacked on the extra point. From inside the field, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. Here comes the heat. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Martin will throw it. Complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field.
Hey, kill it, kill it.
Trying to do it on the ground. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Rice takes over. The Owls ready to get that offense cooking again. Oh, better look out.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The give to the tailback. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. The give to the single back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Brown wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. And he's still running after the move. Touchdown, Bulldog! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Hurricanes, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Martin back to pass.
Pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats. And
maybe some room here. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football league.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Underway. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Uncorks it. That's caught. It's Jackson. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Rice rushes to the line.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down Rice. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the tight end did a nice job there. He ran the route. He got underneath the linebackers, came out the other side, and that's a play he just has to be able to finish.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Jackson. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Snags it, and he's open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the extra point gets them a little closer at 31-10. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. On the run, it's Thomas. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, this offense has been having its way all day long with this defense, but finally the defense creates a negative play. Let's see if that now gives them a little more confidence to get back in this game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Opposite.
Handoff to the lone back. Crosses the 35. Finding some room. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fresno State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with an electrifying 77-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Rice makes his way onto the field to get things going on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Rice rushes to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You can tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And for whatever reason, this quarterback has not been able to find his footing in this game. He's one of the better, more...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll keep it on the ground. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. Third and 6 yards to go. Motion from the back. Martin will throw it. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. No good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
Oh, just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Stepping to the right. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knew exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. A little release to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, that is such great.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, they're after him. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to keep it in the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And that ball is live in the backfield. And the fumble will go out of bounds. They'll lose a few on that one.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Brown wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
The offense came into this game.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team. And now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Thomas. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They go right back to it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
He's up to 107 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. In the red area, it's Thomas. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Martin back to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Swings it out to the flat. Could not make his way to the corner. Rice rushes to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Extending the play. Breaks into the open. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Owls back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season.